Hey Shane, it's Tricia here behind the camera, and I just wanted to say first of all, thanks so much for answering our personal clients' emails and their questions about the ProStep system. And in one of the sessions today, it said if somebody asks you 3 questions over and over and over again, you better put it in video. So I wanted to stop here and just really from scratch. You don't even know the questions I'm going to ask you, but from your perspective, some of the questions that seem to be coming up. One is like an agent, she emailed me and she says, I want to do a website, but I don't have a big budget. How do I even start, or where do I go? And, what should I do first? Could you just give your perception,
Sure.
what you do? Okay.
Yeah, and a lot of the questions that people ask me are the same things. If you don't have a lot of budget, where do you start? The nice thing about ProStep's platform now is the fact that they can start with more of a basic design, which is the same platform that our custom site is loaded on, and then they can add as their budget allows them. But the most important thing is to get the site built and get it going, and then it just affords you the opportunity as your budget allows to add SEO or to add additional pages and build your site to be, as much as ours is. I didn't have that opportunity when we started. I mean, you didn't have the packages set up at that time. And so we obviously built our site from scratch. But if I were to have to do it over today in today's market, I would be starting on a lower price product and then just be able to build the site up from there.
Okay, and on that note, and you don't have to say who the companies are because it's not a big deal. I think that's irrelevant. But one thing is you did have other website designs or products before, and then you moved over with ProStep. Why did you do it, and from your perspective, what's the tipping point difference? Anything you can share on that?
Yeah, the other sites that we used generated a lot of leads for us, but the leads were not quality. And so when we were looking for a new solution for our website, we wanted to make sure, number one, that the leads that we got were high quality, that our conversion rates would be much better. We wanted it to be customizable. At the same time, we were going through and redoing all of our branding, new logos, new colors. So we wanted the new site to match that. We didn't want it to be a template site to where it looked like everybody else's that uses those companies. And so those were the things that we looked for. And then the way that we've designed our site now, as far as lead capture and things of that nature, the leads that we get are not as many, but they're much higher quality. Our conversion rates are much better. And the closed business that we have from our new ProStep site is much higher than it ever was with the other companies.
Okay. Also, the last question or feedback I want to get from you, and I'm just going to be blunt. I had an agent the other day say, you know what, I'm looking at like our executive site, and I know that that's a starter, but I've talked to 6 of your folks, and I'm a big fan of your product, but I'm just not going to do nothing until I can do it. The whole kit and caboodle, do SEO. If you were to talk to her, what would you say as far as that, as far as moving forward or not doing nothing at all?
I would say that's the wrong approach. I would say, number one, you need to have the site. So get started at whatever budget level that you can. The SEO is nice when you can afford it, but there's things that you can do to the site in just writing the correct kind of content and doing blogging and things like that to help with SEO until you can afford to have ProStep work on the SEO as well. As far as having to wait until the whole kit and caboodle can be done, I think it's more important to start and get a good presence on the web and add to it than it is to do nothing and wait.
Okay, thank you so much for your feedback,
Sure.
Shane. I appreciate it.
Great.